How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the first project of the Persona 25th anniversary. And guys, it is very underwhelming. Yeah, we have gotten the news, and it's also part of a little video, which I will show you here in a second, explain basically everything that we got going on here. Technically, we did get more than just a video. They did announce some other things, but it doesn't look like we're getting any more information until literally December. So get ready for SMT5, buckle down on SMT5, because it does not look like we're getting a whole lot more towards information or anything else for Persona. They could slip a couple things by at the Tokyo Game Show, so I guess basically until Tokyo Game Show is over, we don't really think we're going to be getting any more information until basically December when it comes to Persona. So a lot of people thought that this was going to be something significant or a game or something like that because the background was like a yellow TV flashing. Well, it looks like that is what the next one looks like too. Either they just goofed up and we're going to do something maybe with P4 or something like that, but it more than likely just looks like it's going to be just basically like placeholder background type of thing for each of the events. I think it could be absolutely anything for each of these now, and from what I understand, these are actually set for being pieces of information that are dropping, not necessarily what each project is going to be. So when it comes to this 2021 in December, it's next information, which is something they're kind of updating us on as well. It's not going to be that there are 7 different projects. There are 7 different times where they're going to come and tell us, hey, we have brand new information, brand new things for Persona. That is basically what this kind of stuff is. And let's just go ahead and jump into the first bit of information. And remember that over in December, we're going to have something like this again. So I'll make sure to keep you up to date. So subscribe to the channel, click the bell to be notified when more stuff goes live. And of course, we have Tokyo Game Show happening October 1st through the 3rd, where ATLUS is also going to be there showing off stuff. So it could be, anything Meg 10 related. It could be SMT5, other SMT stuff. It could be Persona. It seems like they have 3 different days, so maybe 3 different studios. Kind of makes sense. Maybe the first day will be SMT, then maybe we'll have Persona, then maybe something about Project Refantasy or something like that. They have 3 studios over at ATLUS, the main one, the Persona one, and then Studio Zero, which works on kind of other side projects and things like that. So we have a couple of different things going on there. I figured I'd make this video just an overall kind of news thing for ATLUS, while also at the same time going over this Persona stuff. I will tell you, it is underwhelming. Unfortunately, it is pretty underwhelming, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this is all about, what this trailer is, and what we're going to be getting exactly. So let's jump right on over into that. Alright, so let's jump into this video. And like I said, it is very underwhelming, as you can tell probably from the thumbnail and the reactions they have gotten on Twitter about this and everything. This is not the best, but let's just see what we got here, okay?
久しぶりだな。また会えて嬉しいぜ。まさか我が輩のことを知らないってやつはいないと思うが。
Unfortunately, you have to see Morgana again. Unfortunately. I'll kind of help you and try and translate some things here or there, but basically, this is just sort of talking about how it is the 25th anniversary of Persona, and Morgana basically is going to be doing these updates, I think, for us. It's going to be Morgana. Of all things, of course, it's the most latest game's mascot that ends up being sort of the spokesperson, I guess, for this. He says he's the 25th anniversary ambassador or something like that, but I guess we don't need to technically watch all this. We can sort of skim through this, but he shows off this new artwork, which we had for the Persona 5 5th anniversary, because September 15th was the 5th anniversary of Persona 5, so back then that was like pretty much the 25th anniversary of Persona in general. He talks about this artwork that we can see here, which I think most of us have seen this by now. He also talks about just basically how Persona first came out, and it was done, I guess, during one of the sort of events, one of the musical events. They showed up Persona 5, and it's alright, and of course there's a plug to play Persona 5 Royal in here. It's like, if you haven't seen it yet or played it yet, go play Persona 5 Royal. So that's also tacked in there as well. It goes on, and this is the part that kind of sucks. I'll play this here. Basically, it talks about how the Persona animes are going to be on like Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, and stuff like that. But get this, this is only in Japan, so this is not actually for the American audience or anything. So these events that they are showing might not necessarily mean that all of it is even for us. So you could use a VPN or something like that, and of course you're gonna have to watch it in Japanese, but I don't even know if they necessarily will have subtitles and things like that. I know for sure that like Netflix Japan does not have English subtitles in it. You just have to watch it in Japanese. So Amazon Video, it might, Hulu, it might, I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, you're gonna have to use a VPN or somehow, I guess maybe you could just live in Japan or understand Japanese, and then by that case, I guess you would be fine for this, but he just goes to show that it's basically Persona 5 the animation, Persona 4 Golden's, Trinity Soul, and the P3 movies are basically there. They're basically available. Well, like I said, only in Japan, really. Unless you use a VPN or something like that and understand Japanese. And of course, we also have the Persona 5 the Stage 1 and 2, which you can watch as well. But again, it's kind of just for Japan. You're not really going to be able to understand this shit. It's basically just Japanese as well, which really sucks. We're already halfway through, and really, the West has gotten nothing. But this is actually something new, which is kind of really all we have for this announcement. Unfortunately, this is about all we have. So it was the Persona 25th Anniversary Symphonic Concert. The good thing about concerts is it doesn't necessarily have to be in Japanese or not. You can understand the instruments or whatever. So this is actually something we have, and it kind of does help for the West. So you can see right there, it is November 21st of 2021. So November 21st of this year, there's going to be a Persona 25th Anniversary Symphonic Concert. The cool thing about this concert is it's stuff from all of the games, and I believe it's actually stuff from all the games that fans of the community and whatnot, and fans of Persona actually went out and voted for. So these are the top voted songs from all of the different Persona games. I'm not too sure how long this is or whatnot. It doesn't actually really explain it here, but we do know it's just going to be basically a concert through all of the different Persona games, basically the best tracks and whatnot that people like the most, I guess, within the Persona series, which is really cool, and I'm glad that we have this at least happening. I think a lot of people expected a lot more than this, but we have a concert. And I did a podcast not long ago with Filthy Blasphemer, and we talked about how there's probably going to be a concert within one of these announcements, and it looks like the first thing they kind of show off is a concert, so let's just kind of hope that maybe this is going to be kind of like the first, thing being like not super significant. Hopefully maybe the bigger things that we're going to get related to Persona are kind of down the road within the other, different pieces of information that we're going to be getting. Maybe in December we'll have something significant, but it seems really weird for me if they're going to be announcing something in December. That kind of feels like it's going to be something we're getting in like the start of next year or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this is supposed to at all be something that we're going to have to like be, super excited or happy about, because this is all we're going to be getting basically from Persona for the rest of the year. I really hope that there's kind of more towards this, but I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense for them to do the 7 big information events if literally they have no significance. This is going to be what we're getting announced, so for them to try and announce, oh, there's a port that's going to be releasing before the end of the year, it does not make any sense for them to have to do that event separately from these 7 events for Persona. Like, why would they do that? Why would they hold back on that? And I believe ATLUS even went out and said something like Tokyo Game Show really isn't going to have anything for Persona. It's more than likely going to be SMT and maybe Project Refantasy or new projects that they have going on. So there's the orchestra, and really the only good stuff we have to really look forward to. And if you guys know Lynn, the girl who does a lot of the P5 stuff. She does the lyrical stuff. She's apparently going to be doing some concert stuff at Tokyo Game Show. I think they did that with the Video Game Awards, I believe, last year where she came on. I think she did Beneath the Mask or something like that. I'm not really sure, but apparently she's going to be going to the Tokyo Game Show, so we can kind of look forward to that here towards, you know, the end of September here, the start of October. We can look forward to actually seeing her there, I guess, which is cool. This isn't video game ports or anything like that, but hey, it's something, I guess. I already talked about this watch before, but basically they have different merch and stuff like that they're trying to plug. And this also really sucks as well. Apparently, there is a sale going on for 40 to 50% off on all of these games here, but I think this is also just Japanese as well. It's just Japan that gets all of these off, which really sucks, man. I really would like to be able to, especially Persona Q and Q2, it'd be really nice, honestly, to be able to get this stuff a little bit cheaper, man, because, dude, these, obviously, if you're trying to buy them physical, practically impossible to find unless you're trying to, you know, put down multiple hundreds of dollars. So you basically have no other choice but to digitally get them. And if we could get them 50% off on the 3DS store, for Christ's sakes, that would be really, really nice, honestly, to be able to get something like that. I think there's also a little bit more as well, if not just news that we have talked about here. So next December 2021. So basically in December, this is when we're going to be getting our next, I guess, little conference thing here from Morgana. I guess it's like our ATLUS Direct. Basically, we're going to be getting that with Morgana here, telling us more crap, basically, in December. I do think on the PSP and the Vita that Persona 1, 2, and I guess Persona 2 Part 2 are going to be down to, I think, $10 each. They're having a price drop as well, which isn't actually talked about within this. I don't know why they didn't put that as part of the sale that they had going on here, which kind of shocks me a little bit, because that really just shows how much they're not caring about like P1 or 2, which is a little alarming. I kind of wish they would talk a little bit more about that kind of stuff, but man, how disappointing is this? So many of us, I think, expected at least something more significant. I wasn't gonna be super surprised and be like, oh, it's Persona 6 or something like that. I really didn't have my expectations that high. I never really had any expectations for it being like, it's gonna be Persona 1, 2, and 3 in a bundle, anything like that. I expected just like one game or something like that ported. I was like, maybe P4, like, you know, they did it last year on Steam. Well, you know, they could easily do it somewhere else or do something else for one of the games, right? At least one of them would be cool, but no. Literally, they're plugging more merch for the 25th anniversary, and there's going to be a orchestral, symphonic 25th anniversary type of music event, which, man, really, really, ATLUS? You gotta be kidding me. That's it. And under the assumption, and like I said, why would they announce other things in between both of their big 25th anniversary announcements? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to do anything during Tokyo Game Show unless Tokyo Game Show like literally has some sort of contract deal where Persona has to announce something there. If that's the case, then it makes, you know, these things here for the 25th anniversary, these little projects here that we've been getting on here, this first one and the future ones, it makes them insignificant if all they're going to do is at different events plug or show off like different things, ports and stuff like that. So it kind of makes this whole event not worth it. So that's why I don't feel like they're going to be showing anything off in Tokyo Game Show. I don't feel like the odds of them doing that is very high, and more than likely, because we're waiting all the way until December for new information, I don't think we're going to be getting anything Persona related the rest of the year. Other than the announcement. I mean, like, physically we're not getting anything. We'll have the, you know, orchestra type thing. We're not getting that, though. We can watch that, but I don't think we're getting anything physical or anything that we can get a hold of, basically, when it comes to, like, new stuff or, like, new video games or anything like that. I don't think we're getting anything at all like that this year at all. Because if we're getting announcements in December, like I said, that probably means it's going to be towards something that is releasing for us, like, down the road. This is in September, and they're announcing a orchestra type thing that's going to be happening almost at the end of November. So if we kind of go by that logic and assume the next one's going to be in December, they're probably going to be announcing or talking about something that's going to be a month or two down the road. So yeah, we basically have new merch to look forward to and a concert in November. That's your sort of little Persona news roundup thing. As depressing as it is, that's it, guys. That's what we got. That's it. That's what we got, man. Feels sad. I really thought maybe for a split second they'd pull through and do something. I thought maybe they would. And like I said, I don't feel like I even had my expectations that high. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, it's a P6 thing, it's P6, it's a Persona 5 spinoff. Like, I wasn't even out there like that, you know what I mean? I was like, just give us a little something, ATLUS, just a little something. And they gave us a little nothing. Pretty much. And mostly for Western players, man, we really got nothing. We really got nothing. And, you know, I feel like ATLUS and Sega have been really trying to make Persona and SMT and all this stuff be really international, but it just kind of goes to show how these companies have kind of been. And if you go look at this trailer on YouTube, you can look at it, and it's even the Japanese like trailer. It is having a very hard time. It is at like 1/3 of the likes and dislikes, it's dislikes. Like 1/3 of them. It's got like 500 something dislikes and like 1,000 something likes. It is pretty crazy how many dislikes it has, and you could totally tell also from the acrylic stands how much they're kind of baiting us. It's like clickbaity, and I think people really expected this to be something too. I don't know, guys. Let me know how you feel. We still have SMT5 coming out soon. It's not all down. It's not all doom and gloom. I still think there's a lot of stuff that we could still see from ATLUS, at least when it comes to like Shin Megami Tensei or potentially stuff in December. It might just be that we have to wait longer for the better stuff. That really could just be all it is. So let's try and keep hopes high, I guess, or don't, because it's ATLUS and you might just get heartbroken in the end. I guess it's kind of up to you, but I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. Click the bell to be notified when more news like this goes up. I'll keep you up to date on everything with the 25th anniversary and, of course, with SMT5 content and whatnot. And, of course, I stream on the channel, too. But, man, really upset about this one. A little disappointed. A little disappointed. I expected just a little bit more than this, honestly. So what we got's cool. Try not to be ungrateful, but, man, I don't know. I just can't. I can't say any of this stuff really jumps out to me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't do it for me, honestly. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.